Hello, friends. Hello. Welcome to a new studio vlog. I have been a busy little bee. I'm working on so many things right now. It's crazy. I have a lot of personal projects going on right now, and I have a lot of work by bun projects going on right now. As far as personal life projects go, you've watched me work on one of them, which are my gremlins for the year. They might not look like gremlins yet, but it's coming together. Fun fact, in case you are new here, for many years now, how do I start with this? 3 years ago, I made these handmade cutouts for our front yard for our Christmas decorations. We live in a town that is quite robust with the Christmas decorations. People really go overboard here, which is really fun. It's really great. So 3 years back, technically 4 years, I guess, 4 years ago, I knew I wanted to do wood cutouts for the front yard. Paint them, sketch them, paint them, cut them out, do the whole shenanigans, and stake them in the front lawn. For years, I've had the idea of doing gremlins. That's always been what the theme that I've wanted to do for the longest time. Gremlins, gotta do gremlins. And then with the funny thing that with every year, I would add more gremlins. So you could imagine like year 4, year 5, my whole house could be just like smothered in crazy gremlins terrorizing my house, which is what I really want. James, however, talked me out of that idea 3 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever, by saying, we have a young child. Can we maybe wait on gremlins just a little bit? Can you do something else in the meantime? So I think I shared it. I had to have shared a piece of them or some preview of them in a previous Vlogmas, probably maybe not the last Vlogmas, but the one before that. I don't know. So I ended up doing a Monsters Inc. theme, and I did like a Christmas Monsters Inc. So I have like, Mike is like a snowman. I had a Roz. She's in like a Christmas sweater. I had like Sully peeking out like around one of our trees. I had a whole set, a Boo, Scream canisters, the whole shebang. So over the last few years, I would just make a new character or add to it sort of every year. I even had a Randall where he was sort of changing colors into like a Christmas sweater kind of design, with even parts of his tail sort of snaking into our grass. It's just been really fun. It's something that it's a project that's very time consuming and it takes me a long time to do, but I love the way that they turn out and I have finally like pinned down how to do them. I would call myself a connoisseur of the wooden Christmas cutout. If I had to say, I've got my process pretty pinned down. This year rolled around, we bought a house this year, we moved earlier in the year, and I thought, you know what, new house, new theme, we're doing gremlins. The time has come to do gremlins. And you know what? It's so fitting because it is the 40th anniversary of Gremlins this year. So how could I not do gremlins? Have to do gremlins. It's like the universe is like, new house, 40th anniversary, a great idea I've been sitting on for like 10 years. It's time to do gremlins. So here we are. So what you were watching me do earlier was prime my wood cutouts. I basically get big sheets of plywood. I trace out my design. In previous years, I would trace the design directly onto the wood. This year, I'm doing it slightly differently in that I sketched my designs on paper first, put my paper down with my sketch, outlined my contour, and then I sent them off to my dad, who then cuts them, die cuts them out for me with a saw. And then he sands the edges for me as well. He does a lot of the grunt work as far as like the sanding of the edges is like critical for me. And then I get them back. So I have them back now. What I'm doing now is getting the primer on them. I've only done primer on one side. I do need to flip them over and do the other side. Because they are something that lives outdoors, having them completely covered in paint, both a primer undercoat as well as on the back, even though I'm not going to be painting that, I still need to have some paint on it because obviously wood being a porous thing, it needs to be covered. Then I end up painting my design. I'll transfer my design back on, fully paint it with acrylic paint, and then I have a waterproof spray that's like my ultimate hack that I use, and they stand up great. The cutouts hold up because of this waterproof sealant that I put on them. It's pretty amazing. My Monsters Inc. cutouts look great. Like they could easily go out on the front lawn this year, but no. Gremlins. My Monsters Inc. cutouts are not going to be wasted, however. I am handing them off to be borrowed, to be used by a bestie of mine who is also a crazy Disney person. So the Monsters Inc. crew is going to a loving Disneyland fanatic home where they will be much appreciated, which is great. So they're not just going to be sitting in my shed in my backyard. So that's one project that I've been working on. Stay tuned for more gremlins. I am painting them. I need to primer the back half of that. So you're probably going to see more primering in this video. I don't know if I'll get to the actual like painting of them. That will be next. Stay tuned for that. I will be vlogging that either as part of the studio vlog or for Vlogmas. Vlogmas is right around the corner, guys. So you'll probably be seeing how those cutouts turn out in Vlogmas. So stay tuned. Another reason to be sure you're subscribed to the channel, so you know every time I put up a new video. Other personal project is I am deep cleaning out and reorganizing our garage because I am hosting Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve this year. I am the holiday house and my dining room is too small for the dozen or so people that I need to fit in it. So I am gutting out my garage and completely redoing it to set up a beautiful, festive, cozy dining space for all of us. I have been vlogging that process over on Patreon. So if you want to see that chaos, that's over on Patreon. What I've been working on regarding buy bun stuff is I am preparing for the big Black Friday sale. This is the one sale that I do every year. You've heard me say this now for 9 years. Isn't that crazy? It'll be 10 years that I've been completely solo running my own business, working for myself. This March 2025 will be 10 years. That's crazy to think of. The buy bun will be 10 years old, but every year Black Friday is the one sale that I do. I discount older sticker designs. I discount my online classes. It's the only time online classes are on sale. I will even be doing a discount on my most recent class, Sketchbook Summer. I don't know how much of a discount, but I will put a discount on it. So now's the time to get it. But I have lots of new stuff that's also going up. So I've got older stuff that's going to be discounted, classes that are going to be discounted, and then I've got tons of new sticker designs. And you guys, they look so good. I will be sure to give you a little bit of a sneak peek in this video. So hang tight. A little bit later, I'll do kind of an unbagging of the stickers because they're in little bags to kind of show you, because I do have to work on photographing them and making the listings for that and all that jazz. So that's kind of the other big thing that I've been working on is Etsy shop stuff. Earlier this morning, I was bagging up a new little sticker set, which you would have seen some of these guys up close. It is a little bookish sticker set. I am obsessed with these. I'm having them in sets. So there's 5 of them in the pack. And then 2 of the designs will also be available like a la carte if you just want to buy them by themselves. They're the bigger designs that are in this set, but in the set you get the full 5, and I think and technically it will be cheaper if you buy the full set versus the individual ones, but I always like to have kind of that option. So I was taking the time this morning to get those bagged up because I hadn't done that yet. So I've got a nice big old bin of those going on. What I need to do now is go through all of my older inventory. I need to make sure my inventory quantities are accurate. I need to determine what my discount prices are going to be. I also have a few like random things that I need to kind of like relist. So I'm working on that stuff, knowing that I need to photograph the new stuff and make listings for that. But that is like one of my least favorite things to do. So I'm avoiding it, but we'll get to that at some point because I did end up in my happy planner. My happy planner that I love so much. Look at this cover. Look at this. Is this not the cutest thing you've ever seen? By the way, I went from being someone who hates Christmas to being like so pro Christmas, it's not even funny. Especially this year, right? Especially this year. That's all I'm going to say about that. But I did take some time this morning to make myself a little Black Friday shop sale checklist, which did help with just the brain goblins, getting myself sort of organized. Makes me feel a little less stressed, and I can just slowly sort of chip away at these things. I put sort of each category in its own little box. So I have like new stuff, old stuff, mini journal stuff, promotional stuff, admin stuff. So I can just slowly chip away at all these things, but at least they're like categorized on here. It's making me feel a little bit better. Something else I've been working on is some little updates around the studio. I recently put a new rug down, which I'll show you a little bit later. I moved some things into a shelf. My dollhouse got moved. I've been just kind of like moving things about, getting a little bit more settled. So something else I would like to do in this vlog with you guys is get my new chair set up. I did get a new chair because this one I've had for, I can't even tell you how long I've had this chair. I've had this chair for a really long time, and I have had it for so long that there's no more cushion in it. My butt is just straight on whatever the base of this chair is, just like plastic, hard plastic. And I don't think it's doing me much justice as far as posture and sitting at my desk goes. So the time has come. I finally caved and did buy a new chair. I got one of those chairs that has like the wider seat so I can sit crisscross applesauce, because that is how I prefer to sit in my chairs. So that will be interesting, opening that up and getting that situated. I also have some shelves on the floor down here. I don't know if you can see them, probably not. I have some big wooden shelves that I really want to get hung up in my shop area because, again, I want to be fully ready for shop launch, because my Black Friday sale and Etsy shop situation, and even just into early December, it's like one of the busiest times of my shop. So when I'm shipping like hundreds of orders, I really need to be as organized and prepared as humanly possible. So I think having a couple of little extra shelves above my workspace so I can kind of like move my label printer thing over and have sort of things above me that I can just kind of grab as I'm packing orders, I think will be really helpful. So that is something else I'd like to do. Another pipe dream is maybe trying to get some things hung up on the walls back here. I have a really interesting assortment of things that I've just been chucking up here, and I'd like to get some things up on the walls. So we'll see. Gonna try my best. But the main priority is the Black Friday shop sale stuff. So I'm gonna keep working on that. Just slowly taking care of business. Also to note, I'm looking really haggard because I am in painting / garage clean out clothes, because once my lunch digests here, my avocado wrap digests, and I do some shop stuff, I am going to be going back outside to continue priming my gremlins, because I will be going back outside to continue priming. Why do I keep saying, yeah, priming? That's the right word. Yeah, that's the right word. Okay. Oh my God, you guys. Busy day going on over here. So I've been a busy little bee over here packing up orders. Let me scoot out a little bit so you can see the whole vibe. I installed these shelves, which you would have seen me hanging up. And oh my gosh, it is such a game changer for packing orders. Wow. Like, I did not realize how much easier this was going to make my life here. I was able to move up all of sort of like my rolling stickery things, all of my packaging stuff. I have pre-cut packing tape back there, my thank you for your business cards. I have extra washi tape, additional packing stuff. But I also moved my label printer over here, so it makes it really easy to just reach up overhead as I'm packing stuff together. It also freed up a lot of extra space for me, so now I'm able to put, more stickers out. I'm able to kind of freely get to this inventory that I have over here. I have everything organized in the little drawers here. I have things organized up there. And the best part of all is that I now have the tabletop space, which is what I needed because I'm packing so many items in each order now. Some orders might have like 20 different stickers in it, So when I'm doing my double check and packing up things, it really helps to have like this clean surface space going on here. So I just have my little scale, which I end up putting in that little spot up there. And it's just crazy how much it has improved my order packing station. So I'm really, really grateful for this. And you know what's so funny, and I feel kind of silly, is that I always wanted to put these shelves up and I've just had them sitting underneath my desk here forever, kind of just avoiding it. It took, 5 minutes, 10 minutes to do, and it has drastically improved my work productivity over here and like organization and everything. So maybe this is your sign. If you have a project that you think is going to help your productivity and you've been putting it off, just do it, because gosh, I wish I had done this sooner. It would have made my life so much easier. One other quick update I wanted to give was regarding the chair. I have a bag of orders here that I need to move. I'm slowly packing up Black Friday orders. It's taking me a while, again, just because it's the variety of orders. I also had a little bit of a mishap with my Patreon discount code. I didn't realize that you can't apply a discount code on top of sale codes that are already going on in your shop, which is super annoying. But I was able to just tell my patrons, just place 2 different orders, use your Patreon discount code in one order, use the sale prices in the other, and I'll combine your orders and refund shipping. That said, it's also taking me longer because now I'm dealing with combining orders, which is something I usually don't do, but I'm doing it because I want my patrons to get that extra discount. So it's just taking me a wee bit longer to get things packed up. Anywho, the other thing I wanted to update you guys on was this chair. Oh my gosh, that's stuck on my rug. Oh my gosh, this chair is amazing. I don't know if you're getting it in full frame here. This chair is amazing. It's amazing. It is so, there's a cracker crumb on it. It is a sturdy, wide chair. I can very comfortably sit crisscross applesauce, which is how I sit at my desk. I can also put my legs up. I have space to scoot over and put a pug next to me. I'm realizing that I really like chairs that don't have arms on them, because I feel like I was constantly like shoving the arm underneath my table here, and that was getting kind of annoying. So now it's kind of easy for me to just be able to roll it between my 2 workspaces and not have to worry about arms. I'm also obsessed with the color, burnt orange yet again. I don't know why I'm buying everything in this color lately, but that's the color I went for. I felt like it would hide stains well. It would hide pug hair well. I am very surprised how good quality this chair is and how comfortable it is, because I bought it off Amazon, and I've had a bad streak of Amazon office things lately. I had bought a new standing desk like a month ago, and it was missing a part. It had the wrong part. I had to take the whole effing thing apart, package it back up into the box, and then return it. It was a nightmare. So I was a little nervous getting another piece of office furniture off Amazon, but it had good reviews. I liked the color, and you know what? It's great. Can confirm, this is a great chair. It's a great chair. And this is coming from someone who's had the same office chair for, gosh, I don't know, a really long time. Probably like 8 or 9 years, I think, is how long I had that last chair. I'm not kidding. I had that chair for a really long time, and it was an IKEA chair. So it felt nice to finally like upgrade that as well. So you may have also noticed too, I put some purple lights up. You may also notice that the picture frames that were leaning against this wall have vanished. And that is because half of them have fallen between the crack of the wall and the bookshelf. So now I'm gonna have to fish them out of there. Then a couple of them I also moved out into another space in my house. I am creating a Disney wall, which is something that one of my best friends has in her house, and I love it. So I've done that in our hallway. I have like a Disney wall going on with like Disney prints and photos from trips and all that stuff. So some of that stuff got moved to that part of the house, but the rest has fallen behind this bookshelf, and I'm gonna have to deal with that, and I'm really annoyed. But it is what it is. So that's for another day. That's probably going to be for a future studio vlog or a future Vlogmas video, because I am also filming Vlogmas at the same time that I'm doing this. But I would still like to get prints up there, but I'm actually kind of glad that I'm doing a little bit of a pause on that, because I did get things to potentially hang up some of my ears. I really like my Disney ears, and they bring me a lot of joy. So I may find like an upper wall space of some sort, like this little nook here above this window could be an interesting ear space, or the space that is directly above my other workspace. I've got little nooks and crannies for spots. I also have a couple of like ledges that I'd like to hang up, either another one directly in front of my workspace with little tchotchkes on it. There's more to be hung up, and I need to get that stuff in here and look at it. But I did get the little wall mounting things to try hanging up the ears. So we'll give that a go in the future. Probably not in this particular video. The one thing I did want to do, however, is open up some mail. I have some happy mail that I've been sitting on for a while that I would love to take a minute and open up with you guys, because there's some things that people have sent me. I have some stuff that a company has sent me. I did also today, you guys. Oh my gosh. I was kind of bad for Black Friday. I made a few purchases on Black Friday. Best Buy was running some deals and I got suckered in. Your girl bought a new laptop. So that is what we have going on here. I did buy a new laptop. I don't have a laptop. The last laptop I had, I purchased in 2013, and it survived a very long time, and then it stopped running, and then I switched to a desktop. And so all I've been working on are desktops, which is great. However, and I've been saying this for years, probably since Roman was born, I've just kept saying, man, I should really get a laptop. Man, my life would be a lot easier if I had a laptop. Hey, while I'm doing all this mom stuff, I should really have a laptop. And James has been telling me to buy a laptop. How many times can I say laptop? James has been telling me to get a laptop for years, and I've just been avoiding it because I didn't want to spend the money. But now the time has come. Because I do so many mom things, I realized, you know what? If I had a laptop, I'd be able to do some work on the go. For example, when Roman's at his karate class 2 days a week and I'm sitting there for 30 minutes, I can be editing vlogs on my laptop instead. So that is what is going to start happening. I think I want to try to use the laptop for vlog editing. So I did get a pretty souped up one, knowing that it's going to be for editing. I did also buy a TV that I'm getting mounted in our bedroom. That was also on Black Friday, part of the same purchase. But we're not going to talk about that right now. So that's an exciting little package to open, but I'm not going to do that now because I need a big chunk of time to be able to sit there and set up the laptop. So let me grab that other mail, however, stuff that you guys have sent me and that a company has sent me, and we'll move over to the desk area in the new chair and open things up. Okay, I have you clipped. Let's get to it. I have a few packages here from some different peeps. We have this one. Who sent this? I don't know. Okay, we have this one here. I don't know who sent it, but let's take a look. I have been sitting on a number of these, so apologies in advance if you have sent me something. I try to kind of collect them all together so that I have like a pile to open up in one go. Oh my gosh, I know exactly what this is. Oh my gosh, Kelly. No, you did not. This is so funny. I know what it is before I even open it. Yes. Okay, so Kelly last year made me an ornament. Let me get it. It's in my bookshelf. Hold on. This is hilarious. This is funny. Okay, this is funny because I was literally this chair is so smooth. Wow. Highly recommend this chair. If you remember, I'm sure I unboxed this. I think I unboxed this on camera. Last year, Kelly B made me this ornament that had all of my books that I read for 2023, and it was just missing the few that I needed, I think for December or something like that. Yeah, it had to have been from December or November into December, I don't know. So she sent me the remaining books from 2023 to put into my 2023 ornament. That is so funny. I took this out the other day because it's in a little place where I kind of get into things often. I just thought this was so thoughtful and so fun. And what's crazy to think is that I have almost doubled the amount of books that I read from 2023 to 2024. So now they've been added in there. I did, by the way, just this last weekend, hit my 2024 reading goal, which is very exciting. So I have read 50 books for this year, which is crazy. Asked me that a couple years ago, I never would have thought I'd be like a reader girly. But Kelly, thank you so much for sending me those remaining books. Yeah, I don't know if I explained it, but she basically made little versions of all the books that I read for last year. So very, very cute. Kelly, thank you so much. It's so thoughtful, and I love that you sent the remaining ones that I needed. So thank you. Moving right along. We have some international mail. This is from France, and I believe who sent this to me actually reached out and was like, "Did you get my package?" Yes, I did. I've just been hoarding it. Is it ephemera? What is this? What's this? What's this? Oh, Christelle? I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your name right. I'm so sorry if I'm not. Gosh, your handwriting is amazing. What is this? Dear Roxanne, I found several old and very damaged Disney books. I bought them to do collages in my junk journals, and I thought that you'd like some pages. Okay, so it's some Disney ephemera. This is perfect timing that I'm opening this up right now, by the way, because Junk Journal January is right around the corner. Oh, the Fox and the Hound. Oh, and it's all in French. Oh my God. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, there really is an assortment of things. This is from Rescuers Down Under. Oh my gosh. You know what's funny? I love the lizard from Rescuers Down Under. I believe her name's Joanna or Joanne. I think it's Joanna. It is Joanna. It's Joanna. She's one of my favorite evil creatures. She's so funny and sassy. Oh, Beauty and the Beast. Oh, I love this. Oh, this is so cool. Oh my God, look at all the Joanna stuff. Oh, that's amazing. That's funny, I just watched this not that long ago. I loved that movie as a kid. That was like my sick day movie growing up. You know what else is funny too? Roman has just recently watched Robin Hood and is also now really obsessed with these characters. That's amazing. Oh, these are great. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to use these in my Disney Junk Journal. She also included a full Bambi book. Wow. Oh my God, I love that it's in French. This is so cool. I'm not gonna lie, I might have a hard time cutting this up. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, Christelle, AKA Carmilla, thank you so much. This is so nice of you to send me these goodies. They feel so personal too. It's not just like regular Disney ephemera. This feels incredibly personal. So thank you so much. I cannot wait to use this in Junk Journal January. Coming up right around the corner. Cannot wait. Next up. Okay, this is from Leah, who is the owner and creative genius behind Lab Art. I already know what's in here. My watercolor Spidey's senses are tingling here. She makes some of my favorite handmade watercolors. Okay, I'm gonna put a link to her shop down below. Oh my God! Ah! Her watercolors are some of my absolute favorite. If you look in my pan, my custom pan of watercolors, and people ask me all the time, what's the watercolors you're using here? It is an assortment of things, but a lot of these colors that are in here that I reach into a lot are Leah's handmade watercolors. I love them so much. Like even just looking at this, there's a red from her that I use a lot. There's a green from her that I use a lot. She has a gray and like a neutral color that I use all the time. I love her paints. Cannot recommend enough. But she recently did a Taylor Swift Eras themed pan set of colors. I am dying. Roxanne, I hope you love these watercolors. Thank you for always supporting my little watercolor business, Leah. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm dying. Okay, hold on. She also sent me some stickers too. Wait, I'm really excited. I don't know what to open first here. I'm gonna have to do a separate video, either for Patreon Or maybe I'll play around here at some point on YouTube, swatching these new colors because I'm gonna be really obsessed. She's got some really fun Taylor Swift themed stickers. That's super cute. And I also love, she has a little zine that she made so that you can color it in. It's like coloring book style with your watercolors. Oh, this is so cool. I'm sorry. This is brilliant. What? This is so fun. Okay. I mean, Leah, you are a genius. I just think this is so clever. Look at the back. Look at the back. I'm sorry, what? This is amazing. This is so cool. This is so cool. Okay, wait, I'm dying to see the colors inside. She was posting stuff because I follow her on Instagram. She was posting like teasers when she was testing this set and starting to put it together. And I was like screaming internally. I did think mentally I had made plans in my mind that I was gonna go buy it and then I just completely forgot. Oh, okay, so they're all wrapped up, all pretty. But you can see some of the colors on the top here. Oh, baby. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I'm gonna have to do just a whole video of just swatching these. Midnights is this like beautiful blue color. That Lover pink color. Folklore, Reputation, Evermore Fearless. Ooh, there's some really good neutrals in here, and I find that Leah's neutral color paint are usually my favorite ones that I use out of my pan. So, oh my God! Again, I'll put a link to her shop down below. I am obsessed. Highly, highly recommend. Especially just with like, sometimes the handmade watercolor scene can be a little overwhelming, especially on Etsy, because there is a decent market of it, of people who make their own watercolors. I just feel like Leah makes really great curated, like very approachable handmade watercolor, if that makes any sense. And they're just really fun and I love it. I love them so much. Wow, mind is blown. This is such a treat, Leah. Thank you so, so much. Links to everything will be down below. Oh my God, that's exciting. I cannot wait to swatch those. Okay, now this here, friends, this was sent to me by Artex. I still have an Artex acrylic marker review for you guys. That's these little babies that you see me use all the time, okay? I've linked to these before. I've opened these before in a previous studio vlog. I do use these a lot and I have a very thorough review of them. It's just, I've been sitting on the footage forever. I just have to edit it together. In short, these acrylic markers are really fun. There are some pros and cons with them, but as an affordable acrylic marker, they are pretty fun to play with. However, they contacted me and were like, hey, we know you have the acrylic markers. Are you interested in trying these ones that actually are like a pump sort of marker? So that's more like, let's say a Posca, where you kind of have to pump the ink into, through the barrel to, let's say, a felt tip. I believe that's what these are. So they were like, hey, do you want to try them out? I was like, yeah, heck yeah, I do. Because I do use paint pens quite a bit. And even in my little setup that I have over here, let me show you real quick. Even in my set, oh look, gremlins. Hello, gremlins. Need to paint those at some point. But you can see here in my little, this is like my little, you know, within reach art supplies here. I need to redo these at some point, but I have my Artex markers in one bin and I have my Poscas in another and my watercolors in another one. So it is a supply that I use pretty often, which is why I was open to giving these a go. So I will put a link to these down below for you guys, but just know they were sent to me for free to try, and I have not tried them yet. Okay, so I can't put my buy bun stamp of recommendation on them quite yet, but we'll see. I'll also give you a link to the Artex markers as well, because those are pretty fun. I have to admit it. Sometimes they're a little picky, and I've had a couple dry out on me, but in general, they're a pretty fun marker to use. So yeah, so this is an acrylic marker, but it is more like a Posca, if I remember correctly how they were describing it to me. Let's take a look. It looks like this is the 48 set. Let's take a look. And you guys let me know. I can do a full review of these as well. I need to edit that other video probably first, but I did just want to take a look at one of them. Oh, interesting. They send you replacement nibs. Okay, so here's what they look like on the inside. Very interesting. Definitely a different cap. And then it looks like they send you some replacement nibs with it. That's interesting. Okay. Hear that, folks? It's kind of like your more standard, yeah, it is. This is gonna be more like your Posca sort of paint marker situation. It's got a 3mm bullet felt tip on it. Yeah, shake the marker, press the tip, and then start using. Okay, so I'm very curious about this. There is a pretty beautiful range of colors in here, I will say that. Look at some of these purples in here and blues. Ooh, and some nice neutrals. Look at these browns. Huh, okay. Well, you guys just let me know and I can do a separate review of these if you'd like. We can add it to the never-ending need to edit video pile. But anywho, thank you so much if you guys have sent me something. I really appreciate it. And thank you to Artex for sending me more markers to try out. I am very much looking forward to it. Maybe they'll end up in my little 3rd tier slot over here of supplies. I don't know. All right, I think with all that said, I'm gonna wrap up this little studio vlog here because I am also filming Vlogmas at the same time, which is a terrible, terrible idea. So yeah, definitely subscribe if you're around and watching these videos because there's lots more on the horizon with Vlogmas going on right now. If you made it this far, I wish there was like a gremlin emoji. Is there something gremlin-y we can put in the emoji down below? How about some paint to celebrate my excitement over these new watercolors that I cannot wait to tear into? Put a little paint emoji down below if you made it to the end of this video so that I know you're a real one. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you're new here, consider subscribing. I put out a new video every week. Like if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.